Hi, and welcome to our cruise along the French Riviera, or the Côte d'Azur, whichever you prefer. Now this is a bit of a long ride, but I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, then don't forget to subscribe. We'd love to have you follow us along on our future journeys. Now I'm sure you already know, but the Côte d'Azur is in the southeast of France. And as part of our 2018 tour of the region, we're heading from the beautiful St Remy de Provence across to start our journey in Saint Tropez. From here we'll take the coastal road all the way up, taking in sights such as Cannes, Antibes, Nice, before finally reaching Monaco. There'll be links en route to give you more details on some of the destinations. So without further ado, let's hit the road. And this is us just a few miles out of Saint Tropez, leaving the town of Grimold. Now that name may be familiar, we'll touch on that towards the end of the video. And our destination is getting ever closer, with the Gulf of Saint Tropez on our left hand side. Being a popular tourist destination, parking is made easy. Now let's take a look at Saint Tropez. And as you expect, it's big boats, fast cars, and a place you can rub shoulders with the rich and shameless. But do you know what? It's still worth visiting. We've got a more detailed video on our stop here, and I'll pop up a link to that in the corner right about now. Now leaving Saint Tropez, we're heading to pick up our route again, and it's the D559. And this route changes its name many times along our journey, but don't worry, stick with it. And I'll be popping up the place names as we go through smaller towns, so you can choose which ones you'd like to visit if you take on this journey. And I hope this video does inspire you to perhaps have a crack. It is possible to do this on a reasonable budget. It doesn't have to be all glitz and glam, and some of the places we'll look at are really quite cute. I hope you agree. It's nice to see there's plenty of parking opportunities. Just make sure you check the terms and conditions. Some are free and some there's a band display in place. Now I want to call out Saint-Raphaël as a place you can pick up the train. Now I know this is a road trip video, but just keep an eye out for the railway line. It will take us all the way up to Monaco and will stretch back as far as Marseille in the west. Now back to the driving. Now this is the bit that excites me the most. Notice those red mountains in front of us. I believe that they are l'Estoril. They excite me because I know the roads around there are stunning, but we'll get to that in a moment. And there's that railway line on our left hand side, on the viaduct above us. And as you can see, we're still on the D559, and this is one of the names it goes by. And here we are. This is where it starts. Obviously the views over the Med are pretty good too, so there's plenty of places to stop and take a snap. And as we round the corner, on our left hand side we see a plaque to the Corniche de l'Estorel. Now it's the only reference I really see to the Corniche, but that's how I prefer to refer to this piece of road. So what do you think then? Is this just a stunning piece of road? And it's best to take it at a genteel pace so you can enjoy the views all around you. It's about now I need to tell you the D559 evaporates, and we appear to be travelling along the D6098. Although to be honest I think I might have taken a detour just because it looked interesting, so bear with me. My motto is stick to the coastline and see what pops up. And it's not long before you arrive at the famous Cannes, home of the film festival. Well, we've stopped here in the past. In fact, I remember the car park on our right very well. We nearly lost our credit card to the ticket machine there, but Janice won through in the end. It's everything you expect, and there's that famous Côte hotel on our left hand side. Once again we detour off the main route just to follow the coastline. Now we come to one of my favourite places, Antibes. Once again, we've stopped here a couple of times in the past, but this time we're just driving through, taking in its rather narrow streets. I really do love this place, and straight in front of us is the market square. This is really vibrant when the market's in town. Certainly worth checking out. So at times this can be slow going, as you'd expect, but you know, the best bet, just sit back, relax, and enjoy watching people probably watching you. And now another favourite stretch of road of mine, and this one is the perfectly straight run up towards Nice, which is on our right hand side. In fact, Nice airport should be somewhere in front of us. In fact, that could be a great option. Fly into Nice, pick up a rental car and go and explore. And now we arrive at Nice, with the Med on our right hand side and the bustling town on our left hand side. take a look at Old Nice, or a quick snapshot of it. If you're interested, I'll pop up a link in the corner to an extended video I did of Old Nice. And as we leave Nice, I'm now going to take you towards our stopover destination. So this has been our destination of choice on our last couple of visits to the region, and it's the fabulous Villefranche-sur-Mer. Now let's take a quick look at Villefranche-sur-Mer. This is just a brief look. If you're interested, once again I'll pop up a link to the full video of our time in this beautiful place. And now the final part of our journey, the road to Monaco via Villefranche-sur-Mer. Once again, the roads are absolutely stunning, with opportunities to stop and take in the views as you go. it's a relatively short journey from Nice or Villefranche-sur-Mer up to Monaco, and that's the Monegasque police. Yes, they don't want you thinking this place is a racetrack, despite the fact it's a racetrack. And it is possible to do a lap or two of almost the whole of the Grand Prix circuit. And if you're interested, yep, you've guessed it, I've done it and I've got a video. The link will be in the corner. And there's Monaco's famous casino as you head into Casino Square. Wow, you've done really well if you've got to this part of the video. And you'll be pleased to know there is actually going to be a part 2 that'll take you around the upper Corniches, around the back of Monaco, and then further into France, offering some stunning views as we go along. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that. So after clearing the hairpins, we dart into the tunnel and accelerate hard up to, 50 kilometers per hour. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you like what we put together here and perhaps it's provided you with a little bit of inspiration. Remember, stay safe, stay well, and happy travels.